We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at these. And what we have here is, so these are, I guess, limited time things. I found these flavors on the Pringles website, and I looked around for them online, couldn't find them anywhere. And then suddenly they appeared in my grocery store. And so I did a little dance in the aisle, gave myself a hell yeah, and I got both of these so I could more easily be disappointed. We have here the Pringles Enchilada Adobada and Las Meras Meras Habaneras. So this translates to the Mere Habaneras. So I don't know if this is a joke or if they're saying it's not particularly spicy, just merely habaneros, or if they didn't put an accent mark in there. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is meant to be. This is a really weird thing to call these. But habanero, this one I think is probably our bowl. Let's see if we can find ourselves. So I think this one is like the adobo sauce, probably from Chipotle's, and enchilada. So some sort of enchilada type flavoring here, I guess, with maybe that sort of sauce. The adobo sauce, maybe, I don't know. Let's just see. I don't see any pepper listed here, and I wasn't actually expecting to. This one, I better see the word habanero in there somewhere. Ooh, lime juice. Oh, yeah. Habanero and lime. Wonderful. I mean, I kind of knew that, but, you know, these... I haven't seen... there's a lot of content on this channel that is only on this channel. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And the blog as well. The link to that is in the description below. So, I don't see habanero listed here, though. Of course. Nice. Well played is probably under spice. Okay, so I've done most of their scorching line, which is not scorching, and I have spent, to be honest, a good amount of time complaining that they don't coat the chips very evenly, but I don't know. I don't know what market this is for. I did see an Adobadas that was available from Lay's as well, but I didn't see anything like this, any flames or anything like that, that are sort of supporting the idea that it's supposed to be hot, so I didn't bother. All right, let's take a look at the Adobada. And yeah, you can see this is, again, do you need to clean the nozzles on your lines, guys, at the factory, or, you know, what's the story here? It's just, that's like the commonality with Pringles. Is just, they just keep doing that. All right, let's have a smell of this. This smells like salted chips. All right, this one. Oh, there's nothing on the, wow, nothing. Oh boy, you can't see any flavoring at all. It is invisible flavoring. I can smell the lime. That's the only thing I can smell in this one. So let's just kick off with the Adobada, see how that is. Sometimes they do these really interesting flavors that they do pretty well. This one I wish it didn't have lime, but this is actually not bad. It's also not particularly hot. The underlying flavor of this would be really good if it didn't have the lime. This is actually a fairly solid chip, though. This one, surprisingly, is pretty good. All right, let's try the habaneros. These flavors just came out. These are stale. So this is clearly trying to go for a habanero lime. Oddly enough, this one does a lime better than this one. Even though this one has more of a lime predicated on the flavor. Heat-wise, this is not really anything either. I don't get how these are stale. Like, they literally just showed up in stores. These have a date on of May of next year. It's not even May of 2023 as I film this. And these are supposed to be good through May of 2024. So this is, I think, kind of an Takis vibe, where it's really, really heavy on the sort of citrusy side of thing. You know, I guess that's why kids like it. It's got that sourness to it. This one is a little bit of a tingle. I'll give this a default 1. This one is no heat at all. All right, let's do this. We're gonna. Okay. We're gonna do a burn attempt here with both of these. This one's a little bit messier on the fingers. All right, neither of these is bad though. So, you know, I am happy to see that they managed to make some chips that were actually half decent for a change. Good job, guys. All right. That'll be fine right there. Okay, so let's, we'll start with the Adobada. I should maybe get more of the habaneros, huh? The actual ones that have any heat. I'm trying to go for a burn attempt here. I guess I might as well, right? All right. Adobada up first. They've ruined this flavor. Man, I wish these didn't have the lime there. Especially because it says enchilada. So who is out there putting limes on their enchiladas? I've never, in my entire life, seen lime be an accompaniment to an enchilada, ever. I really wish it wasn't an accompaniment to these chips. What a shame. These have a really good flavor, it just gets snowballed by the lime. I suppose going after that whole Takis thing, so maybe I should get in touch with Markiplier. See if he wants to sponsor him. He might actually eat these chips, who knows? Alright, that puts us with the Habaneros next. No heat at all to this. They're even after all that, it is not there. About as much as your regular taco seasoning. All right, habaneros. Why are these so stale? Ah. I'm getting a lime overload here. Chewing these is exhausting. They're dry also. Oh yeah. These really feel stale to me. Huh. Alright, well. I'm hard pressed to give either one as a default one. Default one is the very, very lowest rating I have for spicy snacks. And I added it because, it's 1 to 10 for hot sauces. With these, there's a lot of other surface material that I feel can kind of intrude on that. So that's why I added the sub one, where default one means it's hotter than if there's nothing there, but it's not up to an actual legitimate one. Neither one of these are default one. Neither one of these are particularly spicy. There is definitely lime. they do have that sort of sourish, citrusy thing to both of them. It's less offensive with this one. So I would say the flavor is probably better on this one. I mean, that's what they were going for on this one. That's fine. This thing, though, is a source of frustration because if it's going for an Enchilada Adobada, that does not generally involve citrus, particularly lime. Lime is so overused in that segment of the market. I don't get why it's there other than to appeal to children. I think that's the only reason it's there. That's how Takis made itself, I think, into a pretty big name, was because it's a kid snack. Sorry, Nikocado, but it is. And children that are in school, that's like a thing. Takis. And it has, I think, more to do with the sourness of it than anything else, because the flavor's not good, they're not hot. So what else is it? It's that. It's the sort of vaguely chili-ish lime. It's the lime that really is going for that whole thing. It's the only reason I can think of they put it in here. This would have been one of the better flavors Pringles has, period, if not for the inclusion of lime. As it is, this one is just irritating. I'll probably finish both of these. Neither of them is bad enough to chuck, but I wouldn't get either one of them again. This one, like I said, it works better because they're going for a more of a lime flavor with sort of a habanero backing to it. And habanero really doesn't appear in this one, but I think they got closer to what they were trying to do with this. This one, I don't know what they were trying to do with it. The lime is actually more intrusive in this one, if you can believe it. And I think it's because it steps on the other flavors. So, taste-wise, this one, but not because it's better, just because it actually winds up getting closer to the mark. Neither one of them is hot. And it strikes me that this is the third video I've done of Pringles that has featured two different flavors, which is not intentional, but who knows? They always come out with stuff. I think I did actually one, the pineapple habanero. I believe I did that one. That was just that flavor. So I guess fourth video I've done of Pringles, and Pringles is really good at being thoroughly disappointing. These would have been, I think, more standoutish had they not been so stale. These things are very difficult to eat because of how stale they are. So I don't know if I'm actually going to finish this one because that is a little tiresome. And this one maybe I won't finish either if I get too irritated at the flavor. But I like the novelty of what they're doing. I like them going out there and, for $2 you roll the dice or whatever. But I have not come up with too many W's from rolling the dice on Pringles, and that's a shame. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So there is the Pringles Adobada and the Pringles Las Meras Meras Habaneras. So maybe it's a rhyming scheme. Is that what this is? A rhyming scheme, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, there's those there. And there we are, and there we go. And we'll see you for the next one. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.